Hello, all you spook lovers, and welcome back to another episode of the Sleep Tight Spook Hour. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some spooks of the more corporeal variety. Yes, we're going to be looking at more Bigfoots and more rakes. I'm probably going to not call them rakes anymore, and we're going to discuss this more a little bit later. Hold on, just making some last minute adjustments. There we go. There we are. Okay. Turn that off, and we're all set. Oh, you know what? I think I might not have gotten the chat started right. Hold on. Hey-oh. Oh, never mind. The chat is working. Awesome. Then we can just move right on. This music... This one's okay, but we're going to move on to the next one. Yeah, alright, that'll work. Alright, the Sleep Tight Spook Hour. Oh, right. I started in... Alright, no, we weren't supposed to start here. Sorry. We weren't supposed to start there. Sorry about that. We're supposed to start here. So I wanted to start off with a couple of things. First off, we always have to remember, you know, nature itself can be pretty damn weird. It can do scary things. Things that we don't necessarily recognize as being nature at first, right? So I wanted to start off with a couple of, normal nature events, but that seem freaky and that, we might remember next time we think. Is it all blurry? What part is all blurry? I think I know what part is all blurry. I know what the problem is. I already know it. It's what button? There. No, wait. Where's that part of it? There it is. Yeah, I know what the problem is. Hold on. That needs to be something like... No, almost there. Adam is the quality control. It's an important thing. Ooh, no, that ain't it. There we go. There we go. Okay, with that done, we may now move on. There. Adam von Adam Monks. Alright. So, yes, nature can be freaky sometimes, right? So let's take a look at these noises made by these here animals. Yeah, so apparently bobcats just scream like this. Who knew? Oh, jeez. So yeah, if you hear screaming in the night... Oh, come on, eyeball. Hold on, my eye's misbehaving again. There we go.
Do you know how rare this is?
I don't know about rare. So indeed, that, and then there's one other thing I wanted to show you guys, which is, I thought was interesting. A bonobo mother walking upright. So like, yeah, that's some freaky looking stuff if you don't know what you're looking at, right? freaky looking stuff. Bobcats are the Karens of the animal world, indeed. Always complaining in such like fashion. So, this upright bonobo brings us on to our topic, our first topic for today. Yeah, screaming foxes is another good example, right? Bigfoot. Hold on, my eye is still... Come on, you. Behave, eyeball. Ah, okay, there we go. And mountain lions. Mountain lions also scream, yes. But I thought that bobcat screaming one sounded particularly human. So I thought we'd look at that real quick. So we're going to take a look at... Come on, eyeball. Yes, a very hominid-looking creature. It really reminds you that we're in the same genus and all that, right? Very interesting stuff. So, we're going to be looking at some of... Oh, and one more thing. This is apparently some Bulgarian men in a traditional Bulgarian pagan costume. And that's some freaky looking stuff. But that's just somebody's weird culture. So yeah. Freaky stuff out there just normally. Also, I changed my mind on this music. Hold on. We're gonna change it real quick. There we go. I like that music better. Alpaca Man, Vertalama. These are all good names. I like Vertalama. Okay, and then we'll turn that down just a little. There. Oh, it's still too loud. Easy creepy music. There we go. All right. So now we're gonna get into it. Let's get into it. Bigfoot, big feet, large hairy ape-type things, right? There is. First, we're gonna give you some fresh spooks. One fresh spook from the Bigfoot subreddit, and then we'll look at their favorite Bigfoot footage, and then we'll look at another fresh spook from the Bigfoot subreddit, right? So here's something that was posted a month ago on the Bigfoot subreddit. Let's have a look. It's an odd manner of dress for the desert. But I wasn't aware that Utah was the common stomping ground of the Bigfoot. You'd think they'd like forested areas, but that is a strange... I'm not really sure what the heck that is. Like, what could they possibly be dressed in? It's Bigfoot, clearly, yeah. This isn't the interesting of the two fresh ones. But we're also going to be looking at some... Looks like they're walking a dog. Yeah, possible. It's just strange that they're, you know... It just looks like they're all one uniform color, which is odd, you know. There's like a lab or something? Oh, okay. I kind of see what you're saying. Fair enough. Alright. So, let's look at some... Could just be a hoodie. Desert gets cold in the evenings and at night. Yeah. Let's look at... They have this nifty little sidebar where they list some of the best video evidence in their opinion. And I thought today we might look, because we looked at last time some of the videos that I think are compelling and that some kind of help you understand my standards. So let's look at their standards real quick and discuss them briefly. So first we've got, and this one hits home for Floridians, the skunk ape. Right? This is supposed to be from Lettuce Lake Park, Florida. I don't know what all this background noise is supposed to be because it's not diegetic. Maybe it is. Is that him splashing around? Wow, look at that shit. So that's interesting. I mean, that's not a fella in your standard overalls, that's for sure. Ah, easy with the music transition there. I think that it's weird how the noises mix. Like, it sounds like there's some other noise going on in a different setting, and then the water splashes. Like, it's weird. Yeah. Yeah, crotch shot's no good. I mean, it's hard to imagine what a person would be doing just messing around in the muck like that. So that's interesting. And we always talk about how easily could it be faked. Could probably be faked pretty easy. Yeah, let's have a look at it when it jumps down again. And we can go, I learned how to do frame by frame on YouTube, so we can do that now. So it's knelt down dealing with something. I'm backing it up here. Yeah, it takes a big old honking step there. It gets done messing with whatever it's messing with. Right? Splashes it down into the water. And you can see, I bet you he's got his other hand braced back behind him as he puts this giant freaking step down. And this is the thing, is like, how deep do you think that water is? Right? So he's just kind of getting down into the water from whatever little perch he's found. How deep do you think that water is? Because it really only comes up to his freaking knees. A little bit past his knees. Like, do you think it'd come, like, has anybody ever been to the Everglades, like, visited? And it's not super deep water, no, but it comes up to a human's waist. Maybe a little higher, maybe up to your chest. Like, this thing's pretty darn tall. Yeah, 1 to 3 feet, exactly. Okay, 3 feet. All right, I don't know, 3 feet's still half of me. I'm not super tall, mind you, but 3 feet, 1 to 3 feet, and judging by the amount of foot that goes into the water, right? Let's go back. Judging by the amount of, hey, espionage. Welcome to the Spook Hour. Waist high on human on average, right? But look at the amount of leg that goes into that water. Hold on. That's a lot of leg that goes into that water. But there's more skunk ape footage. That's right. There's another one. I don't know if it's the one that's coming up next. Yeah, that is a lot of leg. So that's an interesting one. Because I think that water's probably more than knee deep, but it's hard to say really. So we got this other interesting one here. This is a Bigfoot sighting near Sundance, Utah. I don't know if this couple is driving down the road looking for this thing, because when they see it, when the woman sees it out of the corner of her eye, she goes, there it is, there he is, like they've been looking for it.
Oh, look, right there. Stop. Back up. It was right there. I just saw it.
It's only on camera for like 4 or 5 frames. It doesn't show up again. They back up to go look for it, and it's gone. So we'll just go straight to those frames, right? It's only on camera for 4 or 5 frames. And again, it sounds like they're looking for this thing. Like they know coming up after this bend. Like they know that it's out here and they're looking for it, because she tells him, there he is. The clearest frame of it's coming up right about... No, we already passed it. That's probably about the clearest frame we're going to get of it right there. And it stands out more in motion than it does still. But you can see... Oh, that makes sense. There he is. It's their uncle on a bender. A bear. That kind of makes sense too, if they're looking for a large animal that they're not... Like most people who see something like Bigfoot, they freak out kind of. They're not like, oh, there he is, let's stop and hang out. Yeah, that could be a black bear. It's labeled as a Bigfoot sighting. Maybe the people who took the video are describing it as such. That's true. That's true. They will do that. Yeah, we don't, like I said, we don't get... Oh, you can see it move away from the tree a little bit. Watch. All right. We're gonna go frame by frame, every frame that it's on screen, okay? It's a bit too dark right about now, okay? As they come around the corner and the light starts to hit it, I'd be spooked if I came up on a bear at night. Yeah, but she's like, stop. There he is. Who does that? All right. So you see a little bit of... You see him now already. The light's starting to hit him. That looks like it's got its arm, and it's like hanging off the tree a little bit, right? The car's rounding the corner. Yeah, it looks like it was facing them. Yeah. They're rounding the corner, and it looks like it's got its arm out, and it's facing them. And then as they approach, it's starting to shift back behind the tree. No, it's still got its arm out. Is it just standing still? Is it something that's standing still? Oh, this window's so tinted. No, why, lady? Oh my God, why?
Stop, back up.
I'm gonna play it the rest of the way through, but I don't think it's on screen again after that.
Watch out, you're like going off the road. Where'd it go? It was huge. I scared him off.
You scared him? What do you mean you scared? Okay.
Dang. Is that it? Back there? I can't tell. It's too dark.
Well, yeah, your windows are tinted.
Let's just go.
All right. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the story or why they were filming. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're awful calm for seeing that shit right out the car. Like, right there, hanging out on the side of the road. Like I said, that's probably about one of the clearest stills, other than the one from a little bit earlier. Yeah! You would not be saying, hey, stop the car, check it out. That's not my reaction to anything like that size on the side of the car. Yeah. It's just a strange reaction to what's happening in the video. So that's on the list of one of the most compelling, right? Next up, our other skunk ape video. So you think like it's a bear, right? It's just ripping into that tree. Well, hold on. Right? Florida's got black bears. Well, it's a real shame he bails right after that. Although I can't exactly blame him. But that's around the same time I would fucking run. Like, you don't know what you've come upon here. You know it's ripping into this tree. And then at some point, it just decides to stand the fuck up. Bye. Done. Nope. I'm out. I'd be out too. Don't blame the guy at all. Like, woo. So yeah, let's go and take that frame by frame. Right? Once it starts to stand, you can clear, like, it all clicks in your head. The shape all forms and you realize what you're looking at. It's just rises up out of a squat. You can see the shoulders and the arms. The freaking arms start to drape down to the sides. And the whole body starts to shift to the right like it's going to turn away. And that's when he fucking books it. The second he realizes that thing's about to turn around, he takes off. He doesn't even, like, I don't think his conscious mind even realizes it. But, like, as soon as he sees those shoulders start to shift to the right, his legs are already telling him to leave. Yeah. That's an interesting one. Like, yeah, what you said, Duchess, that thing does not move like a bear. And it's just ripping that tree apart. Yeah. Yeah. That thing stood up. Like, it doubled in height. It's just ripping, and like look at the way its arms and its elbows angle when it pulls that piece off the tree. Like a bear doesn't pull in that direction. You know what I'm saying? They pull down, they don't pull out. That does not look like a bear, yeah. Like this part where it's ripping into the tree, that they don't pull, bears don't pull out, they pull down. So yeah, that thing is not moving like a bear. It don't look like a bear, and it's definitely taller than a bear. A dude or something else. Yeah, those are the options. And that dude's dressed awfully warm for the Florida swamp. Pretty... Please help in the title, yeah. Please help. Like, holy shit, guys. Alright. Next up. Oh, well, there's just more of a list, isn't there? There's some thermal footage. There's some footage from Russia. There's... Huh. I'm kind of interested in the Russian footage. We'll do that, and then we'll stop at this list, and we'll move on to our next thing. What the hell? Hold on. I might have this in... Nope, this just comes in potato vision. There are no other options.
Эти сенсационные кадры демонстрируются впервые.
That's it?
Полностью покрытое мехом тело.
I mean, it is
Вытянутое как бы
your standard
изломанная
potato...
фигура.
Yeah?
Странная
That's your standard potato
нечеловеческая
vision
походка.
of Bigfoot.
Невероятное существо случайно попало в кадр. Евгений Ломакин во время похода в Саян.
Wait, you're saying the skunk ape vid is a fake vid according to the camera guy's reaction? I mean, I'd fucking run. Yeah, this Russian one's not very great. We're gonna move on. What would you... What's the reaction you're expecting? No, he was... Oh. Well, all right, so it's like... Imagine you think you're looking at a bear at first, right? You're like, oh, what's this black bear doing tearing into a tree? And then it stands up. Right. Because you're like, you don't know what you're looking at. You got your camera out, and you're like, oh, that's a little bit of wildlife photography I'm doing. Oh! All right. This Russian one's not that great. So, we're going to move on to a fresh spook. A Bigfoot-related fresh spook. Fresh. Mwah. All right. So this dropped on the Bigfoot subreddit within the last week. It's titled, "Saw Something in the Olympic National Forest Today." It's not a video, but it's still pretty good. So, it's not potato resolution, but, you know, it is through a bunch of branches and presumably with its back to him. But this was taken within the last week, 2 weeks. This is fresh spooks. You know, what's always missing from these pictures for me are before and after shots, right? You know, it's like one thing to say, I got this picture. And it'd be something else to say, here I am 2 minutes later in the exact same spot and it's not there, right? As opposed to this could just, I mean, granted, I can't think of a natural rock formation or tree formation that looks like that. But nature is a many-faceted thing. Yeah, why not step 3 feet to the left and not shoot through branches? But imagine snapping a twig and that thing spins around on you, assuming it is a thing. You know, a living thing. Playing devil's advocate. Or, to my point, why not come back 10 minutes later, get another picture of the area, right? Look for tracks, find additional evidence, maybe find some hair. Yeah, that looks... Oh, yeah, yeah, I see what you're talking about. And let's get in there. You're talking about this area right here on the right sleeve? What would be the right sleeve? And this padding here on the left? What might be padding here on the left? Okay. Yeah, it could be a thick hunting jacket. That's true. Oh, same arm. So this whole thing looks like this whole arm looks like a hunting jacket. Okay. I'm not familiar enough with them. It's the coloration, right? That's supposed to be the oh, it's like fabric wrinkles. I got you. Yeah, yeah, right here. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Right here around the sleeve and right up here around the shoulder. I see exactly what you're talking about. That looks like fabric wrinkles. Yeah, I can see that. I guess it's the coloration that throws them off. Broken contrast, but flat shadows, uniform material. Yeah. Well, it's the ruffles, you're right. That gives me pause. It's not uniform like a coat of fur. It's got these fabric rolls. Fair enough. Fair enough. Good eye. So we shall now pull back out of this. It's a good picture though. In its entirety, because part of what I also like to discuss here is like the tropes that make up what constitutes a good creep, a good spook. There we go, a good spook. Part of this program is about talking about what constitutes a good spook, right? This is a good spook. It's just framed so well, you know? You've got all this negative space and just this little blotch. Yes, an SCP fuel image. Oh, and please remind me, don't let me forget to do a random SCP reading. Please, I don't want to forget this time. But yes, a spry spook, indeed. Because like we appreciate a good spook. We don't, even if we don't necessarily know if it's real or fake, or even if it might be a little fake, if it's a good spook, we can appreciate a good spook. And it's a damn good picture. So shifting gears now. I was once calling the creature that we're going to look at in our next set of videos rakes, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to call them crawlers, which I think is the nomenclature the cryptid community has generally adopted for them, because I learned from you, Duchess, that, you know, rakes have all this other lore associated with them that I don't care for, because that's not... I want to show you what I'm talking about. When I brought up the rake at first, this is what I had in my head. Oh, sorry, we got one more Bigfoot video. I almost forgot, guys. Oh gosh, I did a full segue, and there's one more Bigfoot video. Okay, one more. This is an interesting one. This one comes to us from a trail cam. All right. And we got a time date There's some more fresh spooks, guys. This one's from this year, okay? Got more fresh spooks. Okay, this one's gonna run for about 1.5 minutes, but it's worth it. Now, there's a certain part of this image your eye is probably drawn to, and it's again part of what makes a good spook, right? It's like the use of negative space, drawing your eye to something. So we've got a second to talk about it. What part of this image is your eye drawn to? And you might be drawn to it because the deer keep looking there too. All right. Right. It's framed perfectly. That's part of what gets me. All right. So this is something they added in post. And it's interesting. Here's what's going to... All right, I'll just shut up. I thought that was interesting. Right? They've got this footage of this thing. It's clearly right there. And it's hanging out. We've got the timestamps, right? I skip all this wall of text that he explains the setup. We got these timestamps at 12:58. The deer hanging out. And you can see a little bit, there in the corner. It's still hanging out there. At 2 hours later, still hanging out. 4 a.m., still hanging out. You can see it just above the brush. Frickin' the next morning. No, it's not moving on the trail cam. That is, you got a point. Well, here's the thing. They look at, are they already panned in on the trail cam? This is allegedly more of the trail cam footage, but I don't see the timestamp anymore, and that aggravates me. I want to see that timestamp. It's not moving on the trail cam, no. And then it decides to move when it starts raining in the daytime? I wish they had sped it up. I wish we had seen it sped up, right? Because, like, when you talk about staging something like this, for example, you're talking about a guy in an outfit for 6 hours. Out in the wilderness, out in the woods for 6 hours. Well, all right. So if we go and look back at the setup here, this is an independent wildlife biologist conducting a study of wolverines in the province of Alberta along the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. He's got a series of trail cameras, and they're set up on game trails used by ungulates such as deer and elk to travel to and from feeding areas. And according to the text here, it's hiding amongst the spruce trees. They say for prey to cross its path, but I can't lend any veracity to that. So yeah, according to them, this is a trail cam on a game trail used by deer and elk to go to and from feeding areas. And it was apparently there in the wee hours of the morning, maybe sleeping, who knows? And then when daybreak comes, according to the text, it's leaving the area. But yeah, this is some fresh spooks for you folks. I really wish they had done like I really wish they had like sped it all up. I don't think it even was necessarily moving in the night cam. Yeah, that's a possibility. Like I said, I really wish there wasn't a cut between the night and the day. I wish they had just hit fast forward. And the lack of timestamp. There's a few pieces of this that bugged me, yeah. It spooked me the first time I saw it. When they do that cut and it starts to move away, but that is where it really all falls apart, that cut right there. There's no timestamp anymore. There's no, like, that's the weakness of the video. Also, it's way taller in the daytime shot than the nighttime shot, right? If this is presumably the same crook that we're looking over, and then in the nighttime shot, this thing is not even standing up completely, right? As he zooms in on the spot, we can see, like, it's presumably only taking up this amount of space. Or are they saying you can see the creature's face and you zoom in here? Because I can't see shit. And then, boom, it's this freaking tall in the next shot. So, like, from here, is it presumably supposedly taking up this whole part of the frame? Is that its face? Like, and then, bam. There it is, like this freaking tall. I just need that. I need the time in between then and there. Just sped up or something. Like, put it on fast forward, but put it on here. Yeah. Well, no, I see it. I see it, but only right here, right? Here's that thicket. Here's the little U shape between this tree and the next that the brush makes. And then if you go back here, you can see the bit of fur on the other, or maybe that's just freaking bushes on the other side of the thicket. You know, yeah, you're right. Yeah, where's the next 10 seconds of it moving away? The video ends as it's crossing that threshold between the tree. Yeah. It's interesting, but I really wish there was more of it. When they cut it short like this, it's really not enough. Well, I mean, maybe it ran out of battery or some such nonsense. You know, there's always an excuse. But I thought that was a pretty interesting one. It has a lot of the good markers. If only this jump here was done better. Yeah, it could be a fur coat on a stick. You're not wrong about that. It also doesn't, like, it doesn't move like, you know, what is moving? Nothing moves like that. It's like bobbing back and forth. It's not even moving as it does it. It's just kind of waving back and forth. It's strange. What is this music? We got a little off track with the music. Back it up. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. Now that we've got the music back on track, let's continue with the spooks. Diving into our second topic for the evening. I might not get to some fresh spooks from our ghosts, but we're gonna get into the crawlers, or as I used to call them, the rakes. So the first one we're gonna look at some of what I consider to be like the quintessential in terms of the trope that we're looking at here. So first we're going to jump to 3 minutes and 30 seconds on this here Sir Spook's video. And we're going to have a look.
Ja dius que flipar, eh? Que sí, collons, que sí. Hòstia.
Hold on, let me make sure I don't have this in potato vision by mistake. Yeah. Yeah, right?
Escolta. Ho sents o no? Puta. Va, corre, corre, hòstia, va!
That's the good shit right there. That is the crawler trope to me. Is just you're out there in the woods and you look over, you see something, and then it sees you. Like, whoo, no, oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Yeah, legit. Like, just, it's just so, like, an oldie but goodie. Think about classic spooks, the classics. Think about what you'd have to do to reproduce this. Like, first off, you better have a freaky looking friend, because you're not pulling this off without somebody that looks like, you know, weird to start with, okay? And then just the setup, and it's just so well done. Like, if it was faked, it's, you know, it's hits all the marks perfectly, right? That homemade feeling, the potato vision camera, but that 2 seconds of clarity. Like, look at what's going on with this thing's shoulder blades. And then the way that it snaps its head over. Like, I think it only takes maybe 3 frames to go from there to looking at you. It's like a jump scare, right? Oh, here we go. So it goes from no, not looking. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoo, doggy. Just that freeze frame is enough. Like, you just looking at that, you know you don't want whatever's a part of what's going on here right now. Like, no thank you. Just everything about it is so well done. It looks unnatural. It moves unnatural. And then, oh, the eye glow right after. Like, like, ooh. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. And then the dude just bolts, and that's it. Oh, man. Classic.
Va, corre, corre, hòstia, va!
Classic. It's effective in still form. So good. All right. Next up, we turn to our buddy Nuke. And we're going to jump. Oh, no. There's more in that same video. I'm sorry. There's a few good ones in that video. 757's our next one. There's some dumb ones in that video, too. Here's another one in quite the same vein.
Hello?
I have no idea what the setting for this is. Is it some kind of tunnel?
I don't mean to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I just...
He says you ran home afterwards.
Yeah, I would too. All right. Yeah, we don't see the entrance for this, but presumably he's going in a tunnel or something like that. And it's, again, it's like the setup is whatever, but the shot, the money shot's almost exactly the same, right? It's just this thing. You think it looks kind of like a person, but it's not acting like one or moving like one. And then it looks at you, and all at once you realize you're not looking at a person, you're looking at something else. And that, to me, is the crawler trope. After Effectsy? Well, like, so I'm doing the frame by frame on it now, and he kind of sees it, and I guess he freaks out right at, okay. Oh, all right, here we go. Here's a money shot. Right, he sees it, and then he kind of does a double take, and here's where we're really getting a good look at this thing. It seems like it's you know, down on its knees, and it's got its arm in front of itself. And again, there's something about, I don't know if a normal human being's eyes catch that much light. I know they catch light. I don't know if they catch that much light, right? Because like a cat's eyes catch way more light than a human's eyes. But does a human's eyes catch that much light? I don't know. I don't have enough experience with that. And then there's the noises that accompany this thing. Let's turn the music off for a second to get that. Oh yeah, yes, Daisy. What you got? So I'm noticing both of these are filmed in. Turn the music back on. Filmed in night vision, super high grain and washout. Eye reflection is due to the reflected light overloading a shitty night vision CMOS sensor. Ah, the reflected light off the clothing washout all contrast and looks white too. Well, I don't think the first video was done with night vision. The first video was done with a flashlight, not night vision. This was done with night vision. Let's go back. Hold on. 3:30. Let's go back. This is not done with night vision. This is done with a flashlight, right? Let me see.
Tío, tío, es que esto por flipar, ¿eh?
You can see the green in the leaves.
Que sí, perdón, que sí, tía.
And you can see that he's using a flashlight there.
¿En serio no?
So right here, right? He's not, this is not night vision right now. This is a flashlight. Right? Look at the color distinction in the leaves. Like, that's as good as it gets.
¡Ey, va, corre, corre, hostia, va!
Yeah, that one's as good as it gets. I see what you're saying about the night vision in the other shot. That makes sense. Well, that was, and we got one more to look at in this set. 37. Yeah, years later, that one still gets me. This one I don't fully, it's just a blur, but I thought I'd include it for fun.
What it was last night? I booked it. I was scared. I mean, I can hear something down there. Hello? Hello?
My God, what the heck? Oh my God! What the?
Right, the noises are part of the sting on that one, right? You never make out what it is that's coming after him, but you hear it, and all you see is a blur.
10 minutes ago, thought I should grab the camera again just in case there's a trespass
I'll go
here.
frame by
I couldn't
frame.
tell what it was last night. I booked it. I was scared. I mean, I can hear something down there. Hello?
It's got a little story.
Hello?
Like what? It's something, and it like darts out at him from the darkness. Why turn off the light? I don't know. Did he have a light? I wasn't sure. I didn't know if he had a light. But yeah, this thing is just a blur. There's no making out what it is at all. It's certainly weird as shit, though. Like, you can tell that it's at least dressed uniformly, right? It's not dressed in 2 different colors. It's dressed in 1 color. And then you only see about 5 frames of it before he freaking runs. But yeah, it's all dressed in 1 color at the very least.
Hello?
My God, what the heck? Oh my God!
Well, yeah, it is a creepy vid. Let's see. Moving on. Yes, yes. Gosh, I've got like 3 more rake videos. And then there were some fresh spooks from the our ghost subreddit, but that's okay. I think we're gonna, in the interest of keeping this tight, I want to show you one other thing. Key with the rake. I want to show you one other thing, because I'd always thought, how fast can you possibly run on all 4s, right? The human body's just not built for it. So apparently this fast. Faster than I thought, honestly. Really thought you couldn't go that fast. But he is booking it. He's not looking up, though. Probably pretty damn hard to look up and do that at the same time. So yeah, I always thought, you know, that's such a strange thing. Why would it ever move around on all 4s? You couldn't possibly move quickly on all 4s, but you can move a little faster than I thought. Yeah, like he's watch him cross that finish line. Like, shit, dude. He could keep up with you in a jog. You'd have to be sprinting to outrun him. Yeah, exactly. Seeing it, yeah. Just take that fella, put him in a white onesie, and throw him in the woods, and you got it. He's coming for you. Let's see. Another one that I'm quite fond of is this one. Now, I can't ascertain its veracity. There's only one good still I can get out of it, and it's interesting. So let's have a look. Horse girls of Russia that run around their yard and gallop and leap over things? Yeah, without explanation, that would look creepy as hell. Let's have a look at another rake video. This one done in a tunnel. I love tunnel rake videos. Because, you know, there's ostensibly underground creatures, right?
Like
Crawlers.
or something in this tunnel.
Not rakes, crawlers. Nope, hold on. Forgot to do this. There we go.
What the hell? Hello? What the fuck was that?
Oh. He saw it didn't chase him. So there's only, like I said, there's only one good
hell?
still I can get out of this. And I can't make a final decision on it, right? I mean, the noise is freaky, but a human can make that noise. That's not that tough. Catch somebody on a good day with their vocal cords, and that'll happen. It's the one still I can get out of this. Okay, check this out, right? Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near the mouth of that thing afterward. I mean, you might think maybe he looks back at this point. All right, no, he stops before he looks back. If he stops before he looks back, then I'm calling it fake. It's fake. He stopped before it looks back. Nope, you'd be gone. I agree with you, Duchess. You'd be so far away from this tunnel. He doesn't even look back before he stops. He stops and then he looks back. That's not the order of events you do that in. That is not the order of events you do that in. He doesn't even look to be running that fast, if I'm being honest. It looks like he's being careful.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Nah. That's a shame. Back when I first saw it, it was alright, but I guess I didn't bother watching the last 5 seconds because it ruins the rest of it. And there's, like I said, there's only one good still I can get out of it, but it's an interesting still. Yeah, like check this out. At first I thought, well, maybe it's just one of his friends in a t-shirt, right? Because you can see that maybe looks like the shirt of the neck of a t-shirt right here. But then the problem with that is look at oh, there's the perfect screenshot. There's the still right there, okay? Like, it's hard to tell exactly what we're looking at here. At first I thought, oh, that's just his buddy, because you can see his head and you can see the neck of his t-shirt, right? But then I looked at these legs and this arm and the way that this thing is hunched over. And I'm thinking, that doesn't, maybe his friend's got really skinny legs though. Like, I don't know exactly what I'm looking at here. I can't say for certain that it's his friend because those legs don't go with, oh yeah, that's just a dude in a t-shirt. It's, But if it weren't for the ending, it would have been good. But yeah, I agree with you guys, chat. The fact that he stops before he looks behind him, maybe he's looking behind him and not with the camera.
What the fuck was that?
Like, now I wouldn't have stopped. I would not have stopped. Like, if that thing's in earshot, I'm not stopping. If I can hear it still and he can hear it still, not stopping. Yeah. I'm with you on this one. I don't think that one's real. Unfortunate. It's a good one. So close to a good spook, but it ruins it at the end. The camera guy is sketch. Agreed. Let's end it with an SCP. Oh wait, I have more crawler videos. I found a place on Reddit to find crawler videos, guys, and I found some. This is one I found interesting. We'll wrap it up with these crawler videos here. This I found interesting. This is a 4-minute long video, right? In Austria, in an ice cave. And the thing is, this video goes on, right? It's got star wipes. It looks like your average tourist video. Hell, you can't even hear me over it. Hold on. There we go. It looks like your average tourist video, right? Just, oh, yeah, we went to the ice caves one day, and it goes on like this for 2 minutes. But then Star wipes, hell yeah. But then, about 3 minutes in, 3.5 minutes in, this happens.
Someone climbing up the wall. It's an ice man. It's a ghost. Jesus, what is that? Do you see that? Oh my God. It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you. It's a ghost.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Like, look at the distance that he starts the shot in
Thousands of years old.
and then zooms it in, right? So that rules out and then the video just continues like nothing, like that didn't just fucking happen. Like that shouldn't be the focus of everything that just happened. Like, bitch, you are not interesting. Your fucking ghost is interesting.
Stop.
Nobody gives a fuck about snowballs. Go back to this thing.
Someone climbing up the wall.
Is that a frog? No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a frog. Hold on.
Oh yeah, coming off the side, yeah.
Is this just an albino cave frog? I can't. I can't figure out the scale of this shot. I can't tell if he's looking 100 feet away or 5. Yeah, like, watch this zoom. I can't tell if this is... It's moving like a frog, yeah. As opposed to what the fuck is that? Yeah, that's the other thing. Is this... But again, it's just like the scale of this shot. I can't tell if he's zooming onto something 5 feet away or 50 feet away. And then the camera's just such potato-ass quality.
Iceman, it's a ghost. Jesus, what is that? Do you see that?
I guess it's moving just like a frog.
It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you.
I don't know. That's weird. It still weirds me out,
It's a
honestly.
ghost. Oh my God.
It's just the whole
It
shot
must
is
be
so
thousands of
strange.
years old.
The whole thing's kind of strange.
It's a ghost.
Like, the scene just cuts to that, and I can't get a sense of scale for any of this. I wish I could. Yeah, it's...
Someone climbing up the wall. It's an Iceman. It's a ghost.
Like,
Jesus, what
but
is
the
that?
my problem is, like, frog shoulders don't look like this. You know what I'm saying? Frogs don't have shoulders and an upper back like that. They don't. That's not how frogs look. Like, that's not the upper body of a frog. That's not an upper frog. That's not the upper body of a frog reaching out with its hands like
It
that.
must be thousands of years old. Someone climbing up the wall. It's
I
an
don't know.
Iceman. It's a ghost.
It's uncanny, if
Jesus,
anything.
What is that?
Like, look at... Yeah, like, look at... Yeah, it's probably just a white tree frog. But we got more. I got more spooks. Alright, let's have a look at this. It's definitely uncanny. Brought to us from Disclosed Screen. Fresh spooks. Just turns and nope, 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 nope. I like this one because it's gonna replay it and zoom it in a little bit. Well, no, you don't draw attention to yourself. That's no lights. The big beacon that is pointing you that thing to exactly where you are. No, 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 that turns off. Now he's gonna zoom in. And we'll do a frame by frame. Mil-spec night vision for eyes. Yeah, proper creepy is what that is. Like, look at the way this thing moves. He gets it in focus for half a second. Hold on, we gotta go back. He actually gets the damn thing in focus for half a second. Go back. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like, it's not a noise a human couldn't make, but that's almost part of what makes it so creepy, right? Because they're so similar. Oh, no, we already missed the part where the light. I need the part. He has it in focus, like fully, almost fully in focus for half a frickin' frame. Let me turn the music back on. Sorry. Come on, damn you. Hold on. We're just gonna go forward frame by frame until he gets this right. Yeah, like it rack focuses, and there's a couple frames that is good before the focus shoots past the mark. That as good as we're gonna get it? I guess so. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. How far to the start? You mean like way back here? Oh no, wait. I want to jump to the part where he's got it zoomed in at least. There we go. Oh, what it's on. All right, let's back it out then. It looks like it's standing on some kind of fallen tree, right? It looks like it's standing on some kind of fallen tree. And it's got one arm propped up against the tree that it's next to. And then he cuts the fucking light off. Yeah, it's on some kind of tree. Or a big rock, right. Now let's go back to the replay zoom. And like it moves a little bit in the shot too. It's like that arm moves and it's freaky as hell. He's gonna come up on it any second now. Oh, all right, here we go. I mean, this is one where the sound is half of it, but oh, look at that! Look at that! Like, well, like that's an arm acting? Like, look at that. What is happening there? And there's the arm moving. Is that its head? Oh, yeah, that's its fucking head right there. And then he turns the light out because he's freaked out. He's like, I did not just see that. And he turns the fucking light back on. And it's like, yeah, bitch, you did. That right around, yeah, that's still around when the rack focus comes through. There's still just 1 or 2 frames, and that's as in focus as it gets right around here. It's got half of it hiding behind that tree. The arm that was sticking out before is now behind that tree. And it looks like maybe there's a knee behind its head, and it's squatting on that rock behind that tree. Oh, I want to get that arm movement. What the fuck? Look at that. Like, this is a contortion act being pulled right here. Like, that arm starts to move out from behind that tree. And then he bails. Yeah, I would too. Yeah, the orientation of it is so bizarre. Oh my god, look at the way it moves! Ah, it makes me want to scream like a little girl. Answer C, not enough information. Indeed. Yes, proper creepy. It is certainly proper creepy. When they pitch shift that voice down, when they pitch shift the noise down because of slow-mo, it sounds worse. Oh, that, look at the knee, oh my god, that's a bastard. You can see the knee behind it on the other side of the tree. Ah! Hold on. You can see the knee behind it on the other side of the tree. There's its left shoulder next to the tree and its arms around the back of the tree. Its right knee is behind its head. And then it like moves its arm like, ah! Ah. That is proper creepy is what that is. These people are saying they're not dangerous, and I guess I haven't heard of one, someone dying from an attack. Okay, the top comment here. All right, the top comment has something interesting. It says, it's a very injured roe deer. It looks hung up on a tree, possibly impaled. Maybe shot by a hunter's bolt? And here's one making normal barks rather than distressed barks. Hold on. Ah. The limb profiles kind of still waiting for this bark. You gonna bark, deer? Ah! Jesus! Chat, did you know... God, did you know deers do that? Well, shit, today I learned. God. That's not, you know, that's not a bark. That's a scream. That is not a bark at all. All right, so let's, for comparison. Yeah, let's for comparison. It doesn't look like a deer to me. Doesn't sound like, well, I suppose it could have made vocalizations like that. It still doesn't look like much of a deer. Let's look at that barking deer one more time. I suppose if it was out of breath, it could make those noises like it was running out of air, right? Like, yeah. Yeah. If it had been at it for a little while, I could see it sounding like that. But yeah, nothing about the creature in the video is deer-like. Like, absolutely nothing about that form strikes me as deer. And here's the thing. Is that a chest sound? Like, a bigger animal makes a deeper noise. Maybe it's a juvenile deer? But it still doesn't look like a fucking deer. I don't give a damn what that first comment says. Like, impaled or otherwise, I'm not reading that as deer. Alright. Is that... We got one more. We got one more, guys. We got one more rake sighting. I don't know if this one's very good, though. Actually, I think this one's bullshit. Hold on. Well, alright, I got one more rake sighting, and then I got this weird, creepy video, and that's where we'll end it for tonight, because I know we're running late. We're running on, I know. This one's in Texas. I'm not a big fan of this one.
I just wanted to show you guys my cool base that I made a while ago with my cousin. It's really nice. See,
What the
we got the
hell?
entrance all fenced off.
What is going on with this
Got
video?
thing, I don't know what it is.
Hold on, is this something on my end? Oh, okay.
Well, that stinks. But yeah, we got some chairs. What was that?
Oh, this is some prank video.
Is that a cow?
What's going on with my... Okay,
What
there
is
we go.
that? Oh, frick!
My cool base. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think for the 5 seconds that the thing is on screen, I think it's just a dumb prank video. If you cut out the right part, it's appropriately creepy. But with the setup, it's not good at all. Because this thing just sort of comes out of nowhere and starts running at him. It looks like something from the Putty Patrol.
Oh, frick!
Yeah, it looks like a Putty Patrol soldier came and ran out after him. And then lastly, we've got this video, which is old as hell, but it always just creeped me out. Uh, it's just a creepy little video, this one, and it goes more to how something moves on four legs, right? Unfortunately, prepare for the most potato ass shit we've seen all day. Like, this was actually shot on a potato. Oh god, it's annoyingly loud too.
Astagfirullah, itu tuyul di tuyul itu. Tuyul itu, astagfirullahaladzim, tuyul. Itu belum itu dari digiring sia. Tergiring si perkusan tenempo. Di belum itu tuyul. Digiring sia tu tuyul. Digiring sia tuyul itu. Di nyamperin sia itu. Tadi dinya belum nyamperin sia oge di. Tolol tenar pun wah. Tadi lompatnya kan dia dah kaki kirim satu yul. Astagfirullahaladzim, baru penaingnya tadi. Terpenaingnya tadi. Aku sudah tempo. Belum terpenaing di.
Like, seriously, shot on a potato. It's amazing. I didn't think they made cameras this bad. It's just a strange little video. It's been around for a long time, but what gets me about it, because the quality's so poor, and like those people don't react to something that's obviously there. And I guess in the context of the video, only this guy can see it. And I looked up what the word tuyul is. A tuyul is a it's like a Thailand and sort of Southeast Asian myth, where it's like an undead infant that warlocks will summon to do their bidding and things like that. So if you're wondering what tuyul is, that's what that is. But what gets me about this is the way that this thing in this scene moves, right? Because we've been talking about how things move on four legs. And it's just the way that this moves, it strikes me as practiced, and that's why it's interesting to me. Like, this thing is just oozing over that railing. And then the way it performs this hop in a second. Like, you get the feeling that this thing moves like this all the time. And that's what gets me about this one. It's very strange all over, but the movement of the creature in this video is striking to me. And then the rest of this is just some weird... Yeah, it's just their little brother crawling around being weird. Yeah. I'm saying... It's shot on a potato, and it's obviously his brother fucking around, but like, when we talk about things moving around on all fours, humanoid things that move around on four legs, and like how fast could they run, or how natural or unnatural it would look, the movement of the thing in this video, probably their little brother, is just always been interesting to me, because it just kind of hops around like it's always doing this. And it's 11:30, so this has become the Sleep Tight Spook hour and a half, and I must leave you all there. I hope that you had as good a time as I did checking out the spooks, let's see. Let me check my list. Oh, we looked at ghosts and we talked about. I just want to cover all the basic categories before I settle in and figure out where I'm going to be getting my spooks. Because eventually this is just going to be me bringing you the freshest spooks. And we've gone over ghosts. We've gone over crawlers and Bigfoot, and that covers the woods. We've done the tunnels. Ooh. That means next episode we get to look at dash cam footage and urban explorers. And we get to check out, I have to find the source of the Bismillah guy. Because apparently in the Middle East, when you run into a ghost, the solution culturally is to shout at it. So those guys are fun. Like, they don't give a damn. Yeah, like that's what I want this channel to be about, is like not just spooky video, but like thinking about spooky stuff and how the spooky stuff functions, and really looking at the possibility of spooky stuff. Yeah. Doing the research. So, we'll see you guys next Sunday at 10 p.m. for the next Sleep Tight Spook Hour, where we'll be looking at dash cam footage and urban explorers. I'm just trying to think of an exit line. Something like, I hope your skeptic spooked. Something like that. I hope your skeptic is spooked. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Good night, guys.